May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings be free from harm. May all beings love life. May all beings awaken. Welcome to another Cuke Audio mini podcast. I pray that you and yours are safe and comfortable, free from economic hardship, and able to get out and do whatever it is you want within the limitations of the universal precept of do as little harm as possible. So, today's brief memory is from me, DC, another in a long line of them. So here we are. Suzuki Roshi's advice on going home. You can tell I'm saying Suzuki Roshi in these things. It's because I wrote it a long time ago. I don't say that much anymore. I say Shunryu Suzuki because Suzuki's a common name like Smith, and Roshi's an honorific, and I don't know. I'd say Suzuki Roshi when I'm talking to devotees, students of his or people in the lineage or something. Anyway, no big deal. The first time I went back to Fort Worth after coming to the Zen Center in the late summer of 1966 was for the Christmas of 1967. I remember I didn't go for 66 because I'd only been practicing for a few months and didn't want to break the spell. But as the 67 holiday season approached, I had no qualms about leaving the Zen nest for a while. I came in from Tassajara to San Francisco, and before leaving, went over to Sokochi to say goodbye to Suzuki Roshi. It was in the afternoon. He wasn't in his office, so I went into the Zendo and called up to him. His second-floor apartment had a window over the Zendo on the right side and a balcony on the left. He stuck his head out, and I told him I was going to Texas and just came by to say goodbye. I said I really appreciated what I'd learned from him, and I said something about how he'd been like a spiritual father to me. He told me he was coming down. He made tea, and we talked. I said that my father had been like my first spiritual teacher, but that he died when I was 11. I learned a lot from my mother, too. Music leads to more subtle states of mind, humility, and being thoughtful with others. Hadn't seen her since a trip home from San Francisco to deal with the draft board in early summer of 66 before I first came to Zen Center. It was time to visit home again. I had regularly written her, but was eager to tell her in person what I'd learned about Zen and life at the Zen Center with Suzuki and Katagiri. The last thing Suzuki said to me was, "Be kind to your mother." Suzuki's words stayed with me. It's like the Dalai Lama's reducing Buddhism to be kind. Reminds me of Suzuki's interpretation of the precept not to sell intoxicants as don't sell Buddhism. That isn't a big problem with my family because what I was raised is in Buddhism, very compatible with it. Peter Schneider had given the same advice in another way. At Tassajara, I'd asked him what book I should give my mother for Christmas. And he said he used to give his parents what he thought they should read, but now he gives them what they wanted to read. Okay, that's it. But that made an impression on me when he just said, be kind to your mother. Like, you don't need to tell her about Buddhism or anything. But, she was interested, and so it was okay. And I always told her everything I was into. And she was very, very open-minded. Okay. This has been a Cuke Audio mini podcast. I'm DC, Poobah of Cuke Audio and Cuke Archives. Coming to you from Sleepy Sonora with Dogette Bandita, Feline Cuchita, and dear lovely Katrinka. And we're wishing you and yours and all of us a grand awakening.